I know you played in big stadiums before, but obviously this is the first time with in the rain uniform. So can you kind of describe what that moment was like, especially the two of y'all connecting on that first goal and, just kind of playing to the crowd there? What was the atmosphere like?
It was good. I think we knew that if you got a lot of people in the stadium, that it was going to be a riot for us. Oh, there we go. Sorry. And fair play to them. The fans showed up. They were loud. We could hear them. And as soon as we kind of got our first goal, I think we used them for the momentum to kind of control the rest of the game. I think we did a pretty good job of that. And in the second half, I know it I don't really think Portland scared us that much or threatened us that much, and we just controlled the game. And like I said, it was great, and I think we used the crowd really well.
Okay, great. Bella, go ahead.
Hi, guys. Hopefully you can hear me. It's a lot of music going on. I actually saw you two on Wednesday, and Jess, you were telling Megan to be positive about the attendance numbers. And I was just wondering, how do you feel? How do you think it went? Megan, do you think people showed up? Do you think they showed out?
Yeah. Well, forgive me for wanting to wait until it actually happened because I've been here for 10 years.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, it hasn't. I mean, I think it was very clear this is what this team deserves. This is the way that we play all the time when we have two of the most dramatic people in the entire, probably the two most dramatic people in the entire league on one team, entertaining at times as well. It's hard, honestly, not to be a little bit bittersweet because I think of all the years past where we consistently have some of the best players in the world on this team. And for this to be, only the first time that we get to play in a big stadium like this and, play in the Sounders Stadium, I just think what could have been, but hopefully this is a sign of things going forward. I think we deserve to play in a bigger stadium. I think we deserve to play in this stadium. Obviously, the fans loved it. We'll put on a good show. The fans were great today. It's always so much better to be able to play in front of people. I think that my personality just demands a lot of people. So the more, the better. And obviously, just to get that extra boost in a big rivalry, I think it was great for the team to be able to experience that and play in a huge stadium and just get that energy. So overall, I'm very happy with the fan numbers. And is there like a petition we could start to just like play here more often and have this many people?
If there isn't one already, I'm definitely going to start it.
There you go, Bella. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
All right, Jacob, go ahead.
Thank you. Just in case no one has told you guys yet, the official attendance was 27,248, which is NWSL single game attendance record. But I want to talk about the second half, where obviously you guys were trying to make to get that third goal. But more importantly, was just the collective team defense on preventing Portland to try and get that equalizer. Obviously, Angela Salem gets that volley in stoppage time of the first half. But just talk about the team's collective defense and just kind of making sure the game was going to stay at 2-1.
Well, I think what I will say is that kind of the way that we played today, the way that we came out, the way that we kind of organized our game plan, etc. We worked on that this week specifically for this game. And I'll say that it says a lot about our group to be able to do something that's quite different to what we've always done, to the level that we did it today in the first half, to hurt Portland the way that we knew we could hurt them, which is what we worked on, and then to defend the way that we defended as a group. And it's exactly like you said, it's a group effort. We even had this one tracking back a couple times, which I can assure you don't see that often. And so we knew today was a really big game, not just because of the atmosphere, but because those 3 points were huge for us. And I can't really say anything more than this group was fantastic, and I love them. And we are a fantastic group. We've said it from day one here. We just needed some consistency and a vision and a collective kind of togetherness to get to the level that I know and that Megan knows and that we believe we can get to. And we're still not there yet. Don't get me wrong. Today was great. But this team has so much potential that I, for one, I cannot wait to see it. And today was a glimpse of just what we can do when we come together and work together.
And just a quick follow-up. What did you guys think of the TIFA that the supporters unveiled today?
The bonfires are back.
Mhm.
I like it. Flames up on it. It's great.
Thank you both.
All right, Caitlin, go ahead.
Hi, congrats on the win. The Portland Thorns came into this game unbeaten in 10 games, fresh off winning the International Champions Cup. How does it feel beating your rival and ending that streak for them?
Caitlin, it feels great.
We want to be Portland all the time.
Obviously this was a big game for us, just in the flow of the season and in the standings. We really needed these 3 points. We really wanted to get these 3 points. So that was kind of top of mind, I think, and then put a rivalry on top of it. And obviously they're in a good run of form. They're a great team. Obviously they have great players. We knew it was going to be tough. Super proud of the group today, just the way we organized and stayed true to what we were doing, and hurt them on the other end. So overall, it's just a great team win on honestly, a really special day. And Laura said it prior to the game. These days are amazing if you perform and if you take advantage of it. And they could be some of the worst days if you don't. So, the group really showed up and just brought that fight and brought that heart and just took advantage of the entire experience and all the fans and playing in the stadium today. And I think hopefully we can get back here again, because I think it's what this team deserves.
All right, Jackie, go ahead.
Thanks, Tara. I just want to talk real quickly. Last week, the team went from kind of playing catch up against Gotham in order to win. And then this game, you came out and dominated the score and held that lead today. So I was just wondering, how did you come out to prepare for this match? Did that rivalry kind of like hype you up, or just what was that process like?
You never know what we're going to do first. Give them up or score them and then have to score them again. It's just fun. Yeah. Obviously, we start very good last game. No, it was great to start on the front foot. We're obviously very familiar with Portland, but to be able to start on the front foot and be aggressive, get out into those wide spaces and just attack was fantastic for us today.
And then just a quick follow-up in terms of like that momentum, Jess, you're talking about the fans and just what that was like and how it carried and just helped you guys out today. But how do you hope to carry that momentum just coming up as you're going to be on the road against the Dash next week?
Yeah, actually, first thing I said to Sammy, our assistant coach, is that this 3-game road trip is going to be a lot easier after that win, that's for sure. And that's kind of what you want. If you have to go away for 15 days right now, and then we have international duty after that, so we're away for a month after losing to Portland, it's gonna be a lot harder to stay sane in those hotels, that's for sure. But no, look, like I said, this group has the potential. It's incredible, and that we're going to keep working every single day with Laura, with Sam, to make sure that we keep getting better. And if we keep getting better, we just need to stay focused and focus on us, and I think we'll get to where we want to get to. And yeah, today the fans were great. The atmosphere was great, and hopefully now we can get the two kind of organizations to try and make this a more regular thing, because obviously the fans showed up, they loved it. They would come back, I have no doubt, and they'd probably bring a friend. So then we'd get a new attendance record, which would be lovely. So, we're just going to keep doing us and hope that everything else around that falls into place. The most important thing, is that we keep focusing on us and keep getting better.
Okay, great. Steph, go ahead.
Thanks, Tara. This is a question for both of you, but Megan, you addressed this a little bit when you talked about the attendance and the atmosphere. What do you think something like today does to speak to the idea that the value of women's soccer has kind of been artificially depressed? And by that, I mean, you look at, like small attendance records and stuff like that, but that's as a result of playing in smaller venues or maybe not enough marketing. And then you see a game like today where an effort has been made in getting it out to the soccer fans and putting it in a central venue on public transportation, stuff like that. What do you think that says speaks to, the value of the product and the way that it's been treated by the business side of soccer all these years?
I think obviously you don't have to convince me of the value of it and the potential of it. if I had $1 billion, best believe we would have a women's team, obviously named after herself. But no, I mean, I think it is artificially pressed. Like, if we would have come out here today and there was no one, that would obviously be a different conversation and having a word to all the soccer fans in Seattle. But, people love good football, but they want a good experience as well. They want to be able to come to a dope stadium and, have all the things that has. So I think the passion is there always from the fans if you provide the opportunity for them. So, I mean, I think it's a great investment. Obviously, you saw, first and foremost, the product on the pitch is always going to be quality. It's always been quality. One of the best in the world. In fact, in Seattle, we've had some of the best players in the world at all times, every single year that we play. So I feel like the fans here want that. It was a fantastic, atmosphere today. And I mean, I'm obviously sick of people being like, is it kind of money? Blah, 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 blah. It's like, yeah, of course. But you got to invest in it and you got to put it in the right environment, in the right spaces with the right support around it. And that's what our club has done today in partnering with the Sounders for this amazing game. It's obviously very unique, having the two rivalries on the doubleheader and just kind of having the whole experience. So, I mean, if anybody is still doubting, it's just like my eyes are all the way in the back of my head. It actually rolled back up and then back around again.
All right. Anne, go ahead.
Hi, Jess. This is Annie Peterson from Associated Press. You kind of touched on it just a little bit earlier, but I was wondering how the team is do you feel like the team has gelled under Laura and, the people who are away from the Olympics and everything? How do you feel like the team is coming together at this point?
Honestly, I think the team took a long time to gel, and it actually started to kind of go on the path that we knew we needed to go on under Sam, when Sam was our interim manager. He did a very good job at getting us all like as a collective and on the same page and with a common goal and an understanding of what we need to make sure we need to do to just be hard to beat at that point, because we were really struggling to pick up the points that we wanted. And so, I can't really speak highly enough of Sam to be able for being able to do that with our group, especially with such key members of our group being away at the Olympics. Such a difficult 6 weeks, and he did a fantastic job. Obviously, he was coordinating with Laura. He's worked with Laura before, so having an understanding of this kind of group and organization and culture for so long, he was able to kind of instate that a little bit. And then obviously with Laura coming in and then our girls coming back from the Olympics, it has just given us such a lift. And now we have belief on top of that, and we have focus on top of that, and we have determination. And now we have like a fight and a grit, because now we know just how good we are and just how good we can be. So now our mentality has shifted. It has shifted from why can't we get this to work to come and beat us if we can. And that has been over the last couple of months with both Laura and Sam. And we've just got to make sure that we stay true to ourselves, so we keep that fight and we keep that grit, but we keep getting better and better with the football.
Thank you.
Okay, last question. Javier, go ahead.
Thanks, Sarah. Hey there, congrats on the win. If you had to use a word to define what this game was for you and what it means for you, what word would you use?
Oh, was 3 points one word? I mean, 3 points is huge for us. I mean, obviously you can, the whole experience was amazing. Having this game here for everyone to be able to experience that, an awesome turnout, 27,000, the experience was a huge success. Maybe success is the right word, but ultimately, obviously, Justice said we got to go on a long road trip, and those are always difficult. So being able to take care of business at home, obviously against Portland, is always fun, and be able to put a performance out there like that is just really important for where we are in the season. Like Jess said, we feel like we're hitting our stride a little bit, and feel like the potential of this team is just through the roof. So just continuing to do the right things every day, putting those little things together. But yeah, I would say today was a smashing success.
Smashing success.
Great.
Now, what was the discussion between you in the halftime?
Don't be stupid.
Yeah,
Basically.
just be smart, lock it up. You know, I feel like just a little bit in the wide areas. That's what they like to threaten. So just keep that locked up. Just tweaking little things and then continue to get at them. On the counter, we found a lot of space, I think, in the first and second half, knocking on the door in the second half, but just continue to lock the game up and put in a really professional performance in the second half.
Our back line actually today was phenomenal. So shout out to the back line. They've been great last couple of games. Well, today especially they really stepped up. Especially with Portland's threat, and there was that long ball after long ball after long ball after long ball, cross after cross after cross, and you really have to keep switched on and stay focused, and that's hard to do. And I thought today they were phenomenal. So shout out to the back line. Love you, girls.
Here,
Thank you guys. Everyone hold tight and we'll have Laura on next.